माइक में ना होने जाओ। अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स। Open your language tree book 7 workbook. Open language tree book 7 workbook. Today we shall do the work pages of the workbook of the language tree. Have lead pencils in your hands to fill up the workbook. Assalamu alaikum. Students, open your workbook, language tree workbook 7 and the page number 4. Have lead pencils in your hands. Ali, have you opened the book? Ali Chaudhary, have you opened?
Ma'am, I have no book.
Speak aloud, speak aloud.
Ma'am, I have no book.
Okay, so have a register or copy and pencil in your hand and to
Okay, ma'am.
okay, yes. Abdullah Safar, did you open the book?
Yes, ma'am.
Speak aloud.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So all boys and girls, open language tree workbook 7 and the page number 4. First of all, the question is about the language. Language chapter, part of speech. So what are the parts of the speech? Underline the nouns in the following sentences. This is about the parts of the speech. You know that noun, verb, these are the parts of the speech and they have also different kinds. Noun also different kinds. There are proper noun, common noun, concrete noun, material noun, abstract noun. So there are many parts of the noun. What is the definition of the noun? Any girl who want to tell me the definition of the noun? So how can we define noun? Who want to tell me? Any boy, any girl want to define the noun? What is the definition of the noun? Minal. So Minal, tell me the definition of noun.
The name of anything, place, is the name of anything, place, or person is called noun.
Yes, very good. The name of a person, place, or thing is called noun. Okay. So the first question is about underline the nouns in the following sentences. इन सेंटेंसेस में नाउन्स को अंडरलाइन करना मैंने ये कर दी है, आप इसको देख सकते हैं. इसकी तरफ देख के अपनी बुक पे अंडरलाइन कर लें. अंडरलाइन द नाउन्स इन द फॉलोइंग सेंटेंसेस. नाउन इज द नेम ऑफ अ पर्सन, प्लेस और थिंग. द क्लासरूम स्मेल्ट ऑफ न्यू बुक्स एंड इरेजर्स. So classroom is the name of a place, underline it. Books and erasers are the name of the things. Books भी चीजों का नाम है और erasers भी, ये plural nouns में आ जाता है. Book और books, erasers plurals है. In the second sentence, the children waited outside the church. So underline the word noun children. Children is the plural of the child. And church. Church is the name of a place. Number 3, the man cut down the bush outside the house. Man is the name of a person. हम किसी आदमी को, किसी पर्सन को मैन कहते हैं. Bush is the name of the bushes, you know, these are in the greenery and झाड़ी वगैरह जो होती है. House, the name of a place, ये भी noun है. Number 4 पे, our teacher read us an interesting story. Teacher is a noun, story is a noun. She told me to look in my atlas to locate the city. Here, atlas and city, these are the nouns. And in the number 7, the whole class waited for the lesson to begin. Here, underline the class and lesson. Class is the noun and lesson is also a noun. I cut the mango with a knife. Here, underline the mango and knife. Mango is a noun and knife is a noun. After lunch, we all went to the library. Here, lunch, दोपहर के खाने को कहते हैं. ये भी एक नाउन है क्योंकि एक स्पेसिफिक एक्टिविटी का नेम है. लाइब्रेरी एक नाउन है. I packed all my things in a box. Things is also a noun. चीज़ों को कहते हैं. और box जो है वो भी noun है. The woman bought a beautiful new dress. Woman is a noun and dress is a noun. The next question is to underline all these. Next question is write the singular and plural forms of the nouns you underline. यहाँ पे singular और plural forms आपने लिखनी है. Number 1, जिस तरह उन्होंने example दी है, classroom, ऊपर वाली जो example है, अब यहाँ पे गलती हो गई है. There is a mistake. Child, we have to write here child, not the children. Child is a singular and children is its plural. So there is a mistake. So students, you have to write only child, not children. So this is a mistake here. In the singular form, you have to write child, and in the plural form, we have to write the children. So it's a mistake by me. So please don't write it as children here in the singular form. Write the singular plural forms of the nouns you underlined. The nouns in the 1A question, in the upper question, we underlined these nouns. So write their singular and plural forms here. हमने ऊपर वाला जो क्वेश्चन अभी किया है, जिन नाउन्स को हमने अंडरलाइन किया है, उनमें से आपने कलेक्ट करने हैं जो अंडरलाइन है, उनके सिंगुलर प्लूरल फॉर्म्स लिखनी है. जैसे फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में क्लासरूम और बुक और इरेजर नाउन था, तो हमने क्लासरूम्स, बुक्स और इरेजर्स उसकी प्लूरल फॉर्म लिखी है. सेकंड वाली में चर्च और चाइल्ड है. It is a child, not children. Church and child. Plural form is churches and children. In the third sentence, man, bush, house. These are the singular forms, and the plural forms are men, bushes, houses. Number 4, teacher and story are the singular nouns. Its plural forms are teachers, stories. Atlas and city is the singular noun. Atlases and cities. These are the plural nouns. Number 6, class, lesson. Classes, lesson, plural forms. And in the sentence number 7, we underlined mango, knife. Its plural forms are mangoes, knives. In the number 8 sentence, we underlined the lunch, library, singular forms. Its plural forms are lunches, libraries. Number 9 sentence, we underlined think, box. Plural forms are things, boxes. And in number 10, we underlined woman, dress. Plural forms are woman, dresses. So in the woman, we have write the word a, and in the woman there is will be plural form, there will be woman, men. So write and fill up the table. Now come to the question number 2. I will also send you all these notes immediately after our meeting ended. After end of the lesson, I will send you all these notes and fill exercises. Now, question number 3 is in our syllabus, note 2. 3. Underline the verbs in each sentence. Verb. So, who will define the verb? Any boy or girl want to define the verb? What is a verb? So, what is a verb? Yes, Asha, tell me the definition of verb. Asha Majid, tell me the definition of verb. Iman, tell me the definition of verb. Yes, Iman. No. Iman Amir, will you tell? Yes. Iman, tell me.
It is used to. It is a describing word. It is used to describe something.
No. Verb is an action. Verb is an action. It is the work we do. Okay? किसी भी काम का करना, जो काम हम करते हैं, जैसे एक्शन है, कोई भी काम जो हम करते हैं, as example is as I am teaching you, मैं आपको teach कर रही हूँ, teaching एक verb है. You are listening to me, you are reading, listening is a verb. If you are reading, reading is a verb. If you are running, running is a verb. If you are walking, it is a verb. If you are talking, it's a verb. So every work, if it is a common or special, but if anything you do, it is a verb. कोई भी action, कोई भी काम जो आप कर रहे हो वो verb है, ठीक है? तो इस यस, तो किसी भी काम का करना, कोई भी काम आप करते हो वो वर्ब है. इस क्वेश्चन में आपने वर्ब को अंडरलाइन करना है इन सेंटेंसेस में. एनी नोटिस दैट द अदर स्टूडेंट्स वर वॉकिंग आर्म इन आर्म. एनी नोटिस, यहाँ पे नोटिस्ड एक वर्ब है. वर्ब की सेकंड थर्ड फॉर्म्स भी यूज होती हैं, तो यहाँ पे सेकंड फॉर्म आई है. और यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स के, यहाँ पे एनी नाउन है. एनी इज अ नाउन, स्टूडेंट्स आर नाउन, बट देयर इज नोटिस्ड एंड वर वॉकिंग. दीज आर द वर्ब. In the second sentence, the teacher looked up and smiled at Annie. Here, looked up, देखा, and smiled. These are the nouns. Teacher ने Annie को देखा और मुस्कुराई. तो तो देखना भी एक वर्ब है, स्माइल करना भी एक वर्ब है, किसी भी काम का करना जो है वो एक वर्ब है. सो लुक्ड एंड स्माइल्ड आर द verbs, underline them. Annie was wondering what would happen to her. Here was is also a verb. आपको पता है कि इसकी was की फर्स्ट फॉर्म जो है be है. be was were होता है, verb की थ्री फॉर्म्स है. be was were. तो was is also a verb and wondering is a verb. Then there is would a verb and happen a verb. क्योंकि would की भी फर्स्ट फॉर्म will है, तो जिसकी सेकंड थर्ड फॉर्म्स होती हैं वो वर्ब है, कोई भी काम जो है. सो वॉज, वंडरिंग, वुड, हैपन, ये वर्ब से हैपन किसी भी काम का होना, ये वर्ब है, एक्शंस हैं. इन द नंबर 4 सेंटेंस, जमाइका किनकेट वेंट टू द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स एट द एज ऑफ 17. सो वेंट is a verb, it is the second form of the go. Go, went, gone. Went is a verb. And in the number 5, it was late when my mother came home. Was is a verb and came is a verb. I was mean था, हुआ था. It was late, late हो गई थी, उसको देर हो गई थी. But late is not a verb. Late is a noun. There is only one verb, was, and in the other there is came verb. Came is the second form of the come. So underline was and came. And in the number 6 sentence, she travels to work every day by bus. Here travels is a verb. वो सफर करती है काम के लिए रोजाना बस में. Travels is a verb. We read a lot of books at my previous school. Sorry, here I forgot to underline the verb. Here's read. Read is a verb. So students, in the 7th sentence, underline the verb read. So underline read. Read is a verb. We read a lot of books at my previous school. So underline read. I have not read any John yet, but I will borrow it from the library. Here have is a verb. Read is a verb. Will is a verb. Borrow is a verb. I have not read any. मैंने any को नहीं पढ़ा है, मैं any को नहीं पढ़ चुका हूँ. Have verb है, read verb है, and I will borrow, will and borrow is verb. So कोई भी काम जो हम करते हैं या कोई भी काम अगर होता है, it is a verb. Now come to the page number, sorry. Yes. Now come to the page number 6. Open your workbook at the page number 6. Students, now open the page number 6 of your workbook. First question is about the vocabulary. Choose synonyms for the list to replace the words in the brackets. ये जो ब्रैकेट्स में वर्ड्स हैं ऊपर टेबल में हमें नजर आ रहे हैं, इनको हमने पुट करना है, ब्रैकेट्स में वर्ड्स की जगह रिप्लेस करना है. So the words in the brackets in the paragraph have the synonyms above in the table. ऊपर जो synonyms हैं, ऊपर जो words हैं, उनके synonyms brackets में है, आपने उनकी जगह उनका सही synonym लिखना है. The words are begin. Begin का मतलब है स्टार्ट होना, शुरू होना. Huge, बड़ा. Thrilled, पुरजोश होना, बहुत जोश होना. Swiftly होता है तेजी से. Amazement mean हैरत से. Certain mean यकीनन. Anxious mean बेचैन. Skilled mean माहर. Enthusiastically खुशी से. और shouting है चिल्लाना. So put these verbs. When he first heard about the trials, Talha was thrilled, exciting. So the synonym of the excited is thrilled. Okay. When he first heard about the trials, Talha was thrilled, but as he waited, he began to feel anxious. यहाँ आपने excited को काट देना है और इसकी जगह thrilled लिख देना है. But he waited, he began to feel anxious, nervous. So write anxious in place of the nervous. The football pitch was dash enormous. Enormous meaning huge. So write the word huge in place of the enormous. And the other bars were dash component. Competent players. Competent means skilled. So write the word skilled to replace the competent. The football coach was running quickly. So write the word quickly, swiftly to replace the quickly. Here we will pay the word swiftly. Calling means shouting. So write the word shouting in the blank. to replace the calling, shouting out instructions. Soon it was time for Talha's group to dash. Sorry, I forgot to write here words. There will be a word begin to replace the start, to begin. So write the word begin in the blank before the start. Okay, here, yes. Here where there is a cursor, write the word begin here. I forgot to write it. So write the word begin here. Begin means start playing. Talha ran and eagerly mean enthusiastically. Enthusiastically खुशी से. On to the pitch to his amazement. Amazement means surprise. So write the word amazement here. He was the first to score a goal. If he played this well, he was certain that he would be on the team. So write the word certain to replace the sure. Sure means certain. So there will be, so we shall put the word certain here to replace the sure. So students, fill up this paragraph on the page number 6. And don't forget to write the word begin. Begin here the blank where I missed. Now number 2. Question. Join the adjectives which have opposite meanings. यहाँ मैंने कुछ मुश्किल वर्ड्स के मीनिंग भी लिख दिए हैं और इनके ऑपोजिट जो है एंटोनिम्स जो है वो आपने मैच करने हैं. नर्वस. द फर्स्ट वर्ड इज नर्वस. नर्वस मीन्स परेशान होना. सो नर्वस मीन परेशान होना, डिस्टर्ब होना. इट्स एंटोनिम इज रिलैक्स्ड. So match the nervous with relaxed. The second is excited. Excited means खुश होना. So match it with bored. खुश होना और बोर होना, बेजार होना. The third is boastful. Boastful means शोखी दिखाना, घुमांड दिखाना. Its antonym is modest. Modest mean ordinary, common, जो शोखी ना दिखाए. जो boastful है और modest mean जो ordinary है. Courteous. Courteous mean good manners and its opposite is impudent. Impudent means shameless, bold. Cheerful. So cheerful mean खुश होना, gloomy mean उदास होना. So match these words. Cheerful and gloomy, these are opposite to each other. And the number 6 is generous. Generous means सखी होना, belos, selfless. And its antonym is mean. Mean mean matlabi. Generous mean selfless and mean mean matlabi. So join these words. Now come to the question number 3. Pick the words which mean the opposite of the underlined words. So here we also have to select the opposite from the MCQs. So they each have the 4 options and you have to click on the right antonym, correct antonym. The first is after he heard the results of trials, Talha felt elated. Elated mean disappointed. Sorry, elated mean excited. Its opposite is disappointed. So under tick on the disappointed. In the second, the captain of the team was modest about the victory. So as we read above, the opposite of the modest is boastful. So tick on the boastful. The team coach rebuked the players for their attitude to the game. So underline the word praised. Rebuked mean taunt करना, डांटना, and praise mean तारीफ करना. So praised is the opposite of rebuked. Tick on the praised. In the number 4, the girls dash the principal's instructions. Defied. Defied mean obey करना और its opposite is disobeyed. So tick on the disobeyed. Number 5, our classroom is always orderly. Orderly mean orderly mean हमेशा जो है वो यहाँ पे गलती लग रही है मुझे, 1 मिनट. ऑर्डरली. ऑर्डरली मीन हमेशा ऑर्डरली होता है, डिसिप्लिन में होता है. इसका ऑपोजिट जो है वो अनटाइडी नहीं होगा, ये गलती से लिखा गया है. यस, अनटाइडी. इट इज गुड. अनटाइडी इज So its opposite is untidy. Sorry. Yes. The sentence number 6, there was a look of sorrow on my mother's face when she came towards me. Sorrow mean गम होता है. Its opposite is happiness. मेरी माँ के चेहरे पर happiness थी, खुशी थी. So opposite of sorrow is happiness. Tick on the happiness. The sentence number 7 is the new student constantly got into the trouble. The new student constantly got into the trouble. Constantly mean मुश्किल. इसका opposite जो है वो occasionally है, यानी कभी कभार. So tick on the occasionally. Number 8, he answered the teacher dishonestly. Dishonestly, opposite of it is truthfully. So बेईमानी और सच्चाई, these are the two opposite words. So tick on the truthfully. Students, now open the page number 10. Now open page number 10 of your workbook. Yes. So this is the question on the page number 10. Okay. Which of the following are sentences? Which of the following are sentences? Put a full stop at the end of the group of words which are sentences. So students, how can we define a sentence? A sentence means a group of words. A sentence means a group of words which have all the rules of a sentence making. For example, which have a subject, preposition, verb and object and article. So एक प्रॉपर जुमला जिसमें सब्जेक्ट भी हो, ऑब्जेक्ट भी हो, वर्ब भी हो, preposition भी यूज हुआ हो, तो वो जो है एक सेंटेंस है. तो इनमें से जो सही करेक्ट सेंटेंस है उसके आगे आपने फुल स्टॉप लगाना है. द फर्स्ट इज द पैरालंपिक गेम्स टेक प्लेस आफ्टर द ओलंपिक गेम्स. द पैरालंपिक गेम्स take place after the Olympic Games. It is a correct sentence, so put a full stop at the end. Second is providing an opportunity for disability athletes to compete. It's not a proper sentence. Providing an opportunity for disabled athletes to compete. ये सही सेंटेंस नहीं बन रहा कि एक अपॉर्चुनिटी देना एथलेट्स को कि वो compete करें, लेकिन किसने दिया? यहाँ पे सब्जेक्ट नहीं है. In second sentence there is only verb and object, but there is not the subject, so it is not a proper sentence. It is wrong. The third is they make use of the facilities built for the Olympic Games. ये भी ठीक है, ये भी एक सेंटेंस है, इसके एंड पे फुल स्टॉप लगाएं. Athletes in specially constructed wheelchairs, ये भी ठीक नहीं है. Athletes in specially constructed wheelchairs, ये भी नहीं है. It is a wrong sentence. इसका कोई मीनिंग नहीं बन रहा. ये भी wrong है. Different sports included such as football and tennis. यहाँ पे full stop आएगा. It is the correct sentence. Different sports included such as football and tennis. Some disabled athletes have won a number of medals. ये भी true sentence है. इसकी भी सेंस क्लियर है. Some disabled athletes सब्जेक्ट भी है इसमें, वर्ब भी है एंड ऑब्जेक्ट भी है. Now come to the question number 2. Identify the sentence type. इस सेंटेंस की टाइप बतानी है. Are they statements, questions, instructions, requests, exclamations? So first of all we will define one term. Statement वो होती है जिसमें कोई बात बताई गई हो. कोई भी बात बताई गई हो वो स्टेटमेंट है. Question have a question mark at the end. The interrogative sentences in which we ask some question. and at it end they have the question mark. So they are the questions. इंस्ट्रक्शंस वो है जिसमें हम कोई इंस्ट्रक्शन देते हैं, कोई हदायत देते हैं, और रिक्वेस्ट होती है जिसमें प्लीज आता है, जिसमें हम कोई कुछ रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं, दरख्वास्त करते हैं. एक्सक्लेमेशन आर द स्टेटमेंट्स हैविंग द वर्ड्स ऑफ सडन जॉय एंड सडन सैडनेस. एक्सक्लेमेशन सेंटेंसेस वो होते हैं जिनमें बहुत अचानक खुशी या अचानक हैरत का या अचानक गम का इजहार होता है. जैसे वाओ, वो इसमें एक एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क आता है. इन सेंटेंसेस में एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क एट एंड पे आता है. ठीक है, तो आपने इसमें से वन बाय वन ये सिलेक्ट करने हैं कौन से हैं. डू यू नो हाउ मैनी रनर्स विल compete in the 100-meter race? It's a question sentence, so write B at the end of the sentence. Because there is a question mark, so it is a question. Write B here because B is for the B option questions. Second is well done. Well done, at the end of this sentence we have an exclamation mark. This is an exclamation mark. Well done, बहुत अच्छा किया, exclamation mark. It mean it is an exclamatory sentences. So write the E at the end of this sentence. The third is, could you tell me what equipment I need to bring? It also has a question mark at the end, so it is a question sentence. Write the B option here for the questions. Number 4, wait for the starting gun. Wait for the starting gun. इसमें जो है इंस्ट्रक्शन दी गई है, हदायत दी गई है कि वेट फॉर द स्टार्टिंग गन, के गन के स्टार्ट होने से पहले इंतजार करो. इंस्ट्रक्शन है तो इसलिए इसमें सी आएगा. ठीक है, उसके बाद है माई बेस्ट इवेंट इज लॉन्ग जंप. ये एक स्टेटमेंट है कि मेरा पहला जो सबसे अच्छा इवेंट है वो लॉन्ग जंप है. वो बता रहा है, इसमें ना नेगेटिविटी है, ना इसमें क्वेश्चन है, ना इसमें एक्सक्लेमेशन है. ये एक सिंपल सेंटेंस है, इसको स्टेटमेंट कहते हैं, असर्टिव भी कहते हैं इनको हम. सो माई बेस्ट इवेंट इज लॉन्ग जंप, इट इज अ स्टेटमेंट, सो राइट ए at the end. Number 6, have I broken the record? So this also has a question mark, so write the B option for the question here at the end. Now student, come to the three part. So come to the three part on the page number 6. Page number 6. Page number 10. So this page only had 2 questions. On the page number 10, there are only 2 questions in our syllabus. Question number 1 and question number 2. Question number 3 is not in our syllabus. Now come on the page number 16. Students, now open the page number 16 of your workbook. So open the page number 16. Question is on the page number 16 of the workbook. First question is, complete the paragraphs. Choose suitable verbs from the list below. Remember to change the verbs to suit the sentences. यहाँ लिस्ट में जो वर्ब दिए गए हैं, ये वर्ब हैं, एक्शंस हैं. इनको आपने लेके उन वर्ब्स के साथ हमने ब्लैंक्स को फिल करना है. ये पैराग्राफ है, इसको हमने इन वर्ड्स के साथ फिल करना है. वी कैन चेंज द फॉर्म ऑफ दिस वर्ब्स अकॉर्डिंग टू द सेंटेंस. हम सेंटेंस के लिहाज से, टेंस के लिहाज से हम उसकी फॉर्म चेंज कर सकते हैं कि प्रेजेंट और पास्ट के लिहाज से हम उनमें चेंजिंग ला सकते हैं. फर्स्ट इज, सो रीड द पैराग्राफ. एवरी ईयर ड्यूरिंग द समर हॉलीडेज माई इंग्लिश कजन्स डैश विद अस, स्टे विद अस. दे dash in London because their father, they live in London. So there will be the verb live in the second blank. in London because their father, mom's elder brother works. Because they are talking about the father की बात हो रही है, उनके जो फादर हैं वो जो पैराग्राफ लिखने वाले का मदर का भाई है, उसका मामू है, अंकल है. सो देयर विल बी द एस आफ्टर द वर्ब. सिंगुलर पर्सन के लिए हम वर्क्स यूज करते हैं, थर्ड पर्सन के लिए वर्क के साथ एस लगेगा. इन आ बैंक देयर. ही डैश टू कराची क्वाइट ऑफन. गो टू कराची, गोस ही के साथ गोज आता है, सो हम लिखेंगे कि ही गोज टू कराची क्वाइट ऑफन बिकॉज ही डैश टू कीप इन टच. Here will be the verb likes because with he third person we write likes not like. So there will be an addition of the s after the like. He likes to keep in touch with his family. He dash the weather is better here than in London. Here, yes. He says. Here we will put the verb says, not say, says, because the subject he has an addition of s when it has a verb. So there will be says. He says the weather is better than here in England. My cousins return school in the UK, so they only bank once a year. Here will be the verb return and bank. My whole family always attends आएगा. Family is a collective noun but it used as a singular noun. Attends to the airport to meet their plane. My cousin Junaid shares. Sorry, there is a mistake. We will put shares. We will write here shares, not share. So place a s after the share. Shares room, and we usually spend most of the first night talking to each other. Sometimes, sorry, there also again I forgot to write the word. Sometimes mom dash on the door to tell us to be quiet. So any girl can guess any girl or boy guess the verb which we will put here. कौन बताएगा कि लास्ट वाले सेंटेंस में कौन सा वर्ब आएगा? मैं अनम्यूट करती हूँ आपको. Yes, students, tell me the verb in the 12 number blank. Which verb we shall put here? Tell me. हाँ जी, कौन बताएगा कि नंबर 12 में कौन सा वर्ब आएगा? ये मैं लिखना भूल गई हूँ. आप में से कोई गैस करना चाहे ऊपर लिस्ट में से बताएं मुझे. अब्दुल्ला जफर.
Come.
Yes.
Ma'am, come.
अब्दुल्ला जफर. Tell me.
Ma'am, come.
काम आएगा. Okay. Students, now
मैम ये मैंने बताया, दुल्ला रफा ने नहीं बताया.
जी
मैम सैफुल्ला ने बताया, ये दुल्ला रफा ने नहीं बताया.
किसने बताया है? सैफुल्ला ने. Saif, very good. Okay. Students, our lecture is near to end. So if our meeting ended, then we will restart this again, and inshallah tomorrow we will finish up this workbook. And after the meeting, I will send you all the notes. Now come on the question number 3. Next question. So there is write the sentences in the table. Junaid has 2 younger sisters. यहाँ पे टेबल है, इसमें सब्जेक्ट वर्ब ऑब्जेक्ट को सेपरेट करना है. So subject is the person who does work and verb is the verb which the subject does and object is on which the subject applied its work. So subject verb object में क्या फर्क है? Subject वो है जो काम करने वाला है, वो सब्जेक्ट है. वर्ब जो काम किया जाता है वो काम को वर्ब कहते हैं और ऑब्जेक्ट जिसके ऊपर सब्जेक्ट काम करता है वो वर्ब है। तो आपने इन सेंटेंस में